We are the piggy bank to the world. We've been ripped off by China. We've been ripped off by, excuse me, Mr. President, the European Union, of which you're a part of. We've been ripped off by everybody.
A trade war is an economic conflict resulting from extreme protectionism in which the state rises or creates tariffs or other trade barriers against each other in response to trade barriers created by the other party. Increased trade protection causes both nation output compositions to move towards their difficult position. The United States banned trade with China until the 1970s. Thereafter, the trade grew rapidly and the nation became the biggest importer of the Chinese products. Trade can play an important role in reducing poverty because it boosts economic growth and the poor tends to benefit from the faster growth. The study finds that in general, living standards in developing countries are not changing up with those in the developed countries. What implication does the trade war have on common people? Higher prices on everything from shampoos to electronics to handbags. Starting from September 24, company must pay a 10% tariff on $200 billion in Chinese products bought into the US market. Big retailers like Walmart says the imported Chinese Christmas lights, HDMI cables, gas grills, air conditioners and luggages will be more expensive. Food could also get more expensive. There are many imported fish like tuna, anchovies, sardines and even caviar which are imported from China. Other items that could see price jump includes vacuum cleaners, computers, furniture and pet items like dog lashes. Among these industries, the most struck is the Chinese tech giant Huawei. Last month, the Chinese tech giant Huawei was placed on a US blacklist that required firms to obtain government permission to sell to that company. Telecommunication equipment makers rely on some key components from the US firm and software from Google and Microsoft. Washington has granted a 19-day reprieve for now, but the threat remains a major problem for the company. Other firms, including Chinese surveillance titan Hikvision, are reportedly also being targeted. Huawei reveals ZTE faced a similar situation last year, which significantly damaged the company, and the threat that the Chinese firms could cut off from the American technology is boosting China's push for its own semiconductor industry. Still, experts say it will take at least a decade for China to close the gap between US and chip technology. But ultimately, the development of the homegrown semiconductor industry may hurt American firms. Some of the US lawmakers and intelligence officers believe that Huawei's hardware can act as a backdoor for the China's massive surveillance system. The chief legal officer of Huawei responded like this.
The fact is, the US government has provided no evidence to show that Huawei is a security threat. There's no gun, no smoke, only speculation.
All these events take place just before the launch of 5G network. The United States President Donald Trump has clarified that they want 5G, but they don't want it from China. It's not China or the United States, but the likes of Vietnam, Taiwan and Chile that have emerged as the winners of the trade dispute between the world's biggest economic powers. Now there is a trend of market shifting from China to the other third world countries. It will take years to find the winners of the US-China trade war. Anyway, it's expected that the consumers have to suffer from the increased price of goods due to the highest tariff imposed by each government. If you like this video, please like, comment and share.